Yo, what's good YouTube? This is Jay from T&J, and I'm bringing you some action. I'm going up against the Red Sox. We're getting straight into the gameplay. And here I must be excited because I have Josh Hader on the mound again. And here we have the home run king, Lewis Brinson. He's got that player quirk to hit home runs. I think it's called Bomber. That's a nickname that's well suited for him because he is a bomber. He hits his fourth of the early season. And here are the Brewers, man. The difference between this team this year and last year is that we have power this year. And I wanted to show this game in particular because it's not every day that the Boston Red Sox travel to Miller Park. I love playing the AL East because you get to play the Yankees, Tampa Bay, Blue Jays, Red Sox. So this was a fun game from start to finish. And here's why, because Josh Hader is so much fun to pitch with. And, man, he's having a hell of a year in the beginning of this year. It's early, but here we have J.J. Hardy popping one up to center, and he's going to bring the runner in from third, and Lewis Brinson's going to advance to third. He barely makes it, though. That's what's funny. But Josh Hader on the mound, he's facing Pablo Sandoval, and Pablo can't do nothing here. Josh Hader flings it over to first, and the next batter strikes out swinging, and Castillo comes up, and he goes down looking. Hader is looking good here, and here in the ninth, he walks a guy with a 2-0 lead, so I have to bring in Steve Geltz, and Steve Geltz gives up a line shot to left, and I'm a little worried at this point because I'm like, oh, here we go. But Steve Geltz gets the next batter to ground into the double play, so they got 2 outs here, and Orlando Arcia feels the grounder and gets out of the game, out of that inning. And Josh Hader has 10 strikeouts, only gives up 1 hit. What a game from him. And this was a fun game here. We're going against the St. Louis Cardinals, and Jonathan VR starts the game off with a walk. I'm looking for VR to have a big year. I was expecting it from him last season, and he had a decent year, but not the season that I was expecting. But here Ryan Braun gets walked with 2 outs, and Franklin Gutierrez comes up, and that man hits one over the wall in right center. This is why I signed him, because I needed another big bat in the lineup. Franklin Gutierrez is showing out so far this year. He's actually leading the NL in home runs at this point in the season, his 8th of the year. And Travis Shaw comes up and he smacks one to right. Can he make it back to back? No, it's off the wall, but Travis Shaw is going to slide into second on the errant throw. And we got a guy on second with Keon Broxton coming up, but he hits a liner right to the shortstop, and the Cardinals get out of the inning with only 2 runs given up. And here Orlando Arcia is starting out the next inning with a hit to left. He's actually struggling this season so far. I know it's the early part of the season, but he's struggling. I'm looking for him to do a lot better at the plate. And here VR grounds out to the second baseman to end the inning. But no, the second baseman cannot handle it. He overthrows the first baseman because he's afraid of that speed. And here Zach Davies gets Yadier Molina striking out looking. And he gets the next batter to hit a little dribbler to the catcher. And that's an easy out for the Brewers. And here to the third, Ryan Braun strikes out, but Franklin Gutierrez says, let me do it again.
His first time up. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Grichuk going back on it. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
Franklin Gutierrez is leading the NL in home runs, his 9th of the season. He's staying hot. I'm excited. He's leading us in batting average as well. And here on the mound, Zach Davies has a 4-0 cushion here. So we're looking for him to just get anybody he can out by striking them out, by ground outs, whatever he can do. And here in the fourth, he's running into trouble here versus the Cardinals. We should have saw this coming because it seems like we can never hold the lead. And there's a hit down the line and right. Franklin Gutierrez comes up throwing, but the runner slides in safe to second base. Orlando Arcia throws the next runner out at first, but they bring in another run, so they cut their deficit to 2. And we get the next batter to strike out looking, but Braun continues to struggle at the plate. He cannot get anything done. And Franklin Gutierrez hits another deep fly to left, but the center fielder camps under it. He barely missed that one. That one was almost gone. And here in the 6th inning on a 3-2 count, Zach Davies gives up a hit off the wall and right. And the runner is going to slide into third base with a triple. So Zach Davies is getting into trouble in the 6th again with no outs. And the next batter, Grishek, hits a deep fly to right. And man, what a timely home run he has there. But Jet Bandy, he's in for Robinson Chirinos this game. He hits a nice liner to right center for the double here. And Orlando Arcia comes up with 1 out. And Orlando Arcia, he at least advances the runner to third. So we got a guy on third with Lewis Brinson coming in to pinch hit for the pitcher. And he gets a ball low, but he grounds out to third. Brinson can't do anything with that. So we're on to the 7th inning now. Nate Carnes comes in out of the bullpen, and he gives up a line shot to right field right away. And Brinson comes up throwing, and the runner barely slides into second here. So Nate Carnes gets the next batter to hit a dribbler back to him. So we got 1 out in the 7th, and Franklin Gutierrez, a fly ball to him. He comes up throwing, and this is why we signed him in the offseason to make plays like this with that 88 arm strength. He guns a runner out at the plate. So here to the 9th inning, Orlando Arcia gets walked to start out the inning. Hernan Perez on a hit and run cannot do anything. Arcia gets back, so we got 2 outs here. VR hits a ball up the middle, so we're keeping this inning alive here. I would advance him, but it's 2 outs. So Eric Thames takes the inside pitch, and Ryan Braun hitting 159 on the year. He's struggling. He comes up with a chance to win the game, and he reminds us of who he is.
This is lined into left field, and it's going to fall for a base hit. And they're going to walk off here with a 5-4 win.
I was really frustrated with Braun up to this point. He was only hitting 159, but he comes through in the clutch. What a perfect ending to this game. What a perfect end to his slump. A walk-off liner. Franklin Gutierrez stars with 2 home runs. He's leading the NL in home runs. Hit subscribe because the Brewers are back in business.